solo Eisendrache. We're talking upgraded bow, pack-a-punch weapon, all the perks, all the buildables, everything you need in this map done by about round 11 and 12, and it only takes about half hour to set up. So without wasting any time, let's get started. This guide is all about time and point efficiency and combining multiple parts to multiple steps in this map together. So we're going to go from one thing to the next thing, so it's going to be kind of hard to follow, so I'm going to have a checklist up at the top of the video to kind of keep you grounded and to make sure you know where you should be at what part of the video. So let's just get started here. Round 1, we need lots of points, so we're going to shoot the zombies 8 times in the leg with our pistol and then finish them off with a knife. After round 1 ends, we're going to use our tram fuse on the tram and call it and see if we can get a max ammo or double points. Here I got a max ammo, which is perfect. That gives me more pistol ammo, which means more points. Now once you have 1750 points, we can open up the next 2 doors and begin the next step. Also, I'm going to pick up the Shiva because it's only 500 and it's going to make things a lot easier. If you want to buy Quick Revive, go for it. I'm going to trust my instincts here, and I'm going to pick up Quick Revive later in the game when points aren't as necessary to me. So I'm going to open this door, and then I'm going to go head all the way into the double tap. I don't really know what to call this area. I just call it the double tap area because double tap's right there. There's nothing else here. And we're going to pick up the first piece of the zombie shield. And just on a side note, if you are new to Eisendrache and you're not familiar where everything is, or you're not familiar with a certain piece of a step, I'm going to link my complete Eisendrache guide in there, and you can quickly use the clickable glossary to have a further understanding. We're just going to try to make this tutorial as efficient as possible, so we're going to be doing things a little fast here. So now while we're here, we might as well move on to the first part of the Wrath of the Ancients bow. We have to feed these dragons 7 zombies, kill 7 zombies so we can eat them. And just be careful, as the dragon requires some time in between zombies. So make sure you're not killing zombies left, right, and center. Wait for the dragon to finish eating the first zombie and then, continue on, kill the next zombie. And on another side note, we are trying to get as many points as possible. So when you're killing zombies, especially on these low rounds, and you have a Shiva, we're looking at a couple shots and then finish them off with a knife. I'm on round 3, which means it takes 3 shots with a Shiva to kill a zombie. So instead of wasting those points and getting 60 points, I'm going to shoot them 2 bullets and I'm going to knife them. So if you're not knifing them, then go for headshots and just be as point efficient as possible. We need lots of points, and these points add up. I'm not being insane. Trust me, these points add up. So after you feed the first dragon, we need some more points. We need about 2750, I believe, to open the next 2 doors. So just keep killing zombies until you have that much points. So opening these 2 doors will allow us to turn on the power, and then it'll allow us to start the second part of the Wrath of the Ancients, the computer room dragon. But before we do that, we're going to do a couple more things. We're going to send the first pack-a-punch. We're going to turn on some landing pads, and keep in mind, landing pads aren't too important. We will use them, but just make sure you're turning them on when you get the chance. Here we have the second piece to the zombie shield. And then we're going to head into the computer room to feed the second dragon for the bow. So the same situation, just make sure you're killing zombies in a timely fashion, and kill 7 of them so the dragon up above the furnace can eat 7 zombies. Now after you've done that, you can head into the basement, and if you've left a few slow zombies, you have time to stand on all 4 panels until they glow blue. This will activate no gravity, allowing us to get the third and final zombie shield piece. And now we're just going to feed the third and final dragon here. Once again, 7 zombies, and then we can go and get our Wrath of the Ancients. Before we do that though, now is a great time to purchase Juggernog, the first must-have perk for this map. And I'm also going to go ahead and buy the AK or the AN44. This is going to help with our upgraded bow steps. And once again, if you ever feel overwhelmed, just watch my other video in the description. It goes much greater detail in these steps than I am doing in this video. Now, if you have a brain inside your head, you will not switch your recently purchased AK for the bow. So make sure you watch for that. Don't do what I did. I just lost my KN I'd bought there. So now we can move on to bigger and better things. We're going to make this Wrath of the Ancients bow. We're going to upgrade it to the Storm bow. Now the Storm bow is probably the best bow, and it's probably one of the easiest bows to do in terms of Easter egg steps. So we're going to initiate it here, and just keep in mind, now that we're doing lots of steps here, we want to be as efficient as possible and make sure that we get the best out of every round. So, you know, leave zombies at the end of the round, try to do the steps in the middle of rounds when you have to start them, and just try to do things at the lowest round possible, if that makes sense. So as you can see here, I'm just trying to shoot the first beacon. This is the first part to the Storm bow. And there I see some flames in the sky, so I know I hit it. Now the second beacon just outside the spawn room. This one's a little trickier to hit. And now since I don't have enough points to continue on with the Storm bow, I might as well just build the zombie shield, start a new round, and get some points. Now I'm building the shield here because this is where I plan to train. Depending on where you're going to be training zombies is where you want to build the shield. So if you're going to go downstairs into the temple, like I said in my Eisendrache video, you'll build the shield down here. However, this time I wanted to try training up here, so I have the shield built here. So like I said earlier, I didn't have enough points to head to the rocket launch site to continue on with these steps. So I'm just going to kill some zombies. There we had the dog round. And now I'm going to go to the rocket launch site so we can do two things. We can continue the Storm bow, and then we're also going to do the first part of the Ragnarok DG4, or the gravity spikes. So there I hit the last beacon there to complete step 1 of the Easter egg. Now we're going to switch gears. So I'm at the rocket launch site. I might as well get one of the pieces to the gravity spikes. So I'm just going to chill down here until I start hearing all these sirens and telling me to get out of the site. Then, as you may know, the first step is to hit the switch into the back area there, and then we just need to chill inside here and fend off some zombies for a bit. And then once all 3 green lights are on the switch, just go up to it and press X, and the new part is spawned in the teleporter. I happen to be standing here, so I automatically picked it up. And now we can move on with other things. So I'm going to teleport back into the temple, and when anti or low gravity is activated, I'm going to run along these walls. We're going to do the second step for the Storm bow, and I have to run along these walls and tag all these little wind symbols you see flashing on here, and I have to do it in one continuous motion. I can't hit the floor, and once I've done that, that's part 2 of the Storm bow complete. So as you can see, the Storm bow, it's pretty easy to do. Now I'm just going to start killing some zombies here and getting some points. We're getting into the somewhat higher rounds here, so just gonna get enough, and I'm gonna go ahead and buy double tap. Double tap is the second out of the 2 perks you must have for this map. I will not let you play this map unless you take Juggernaut double tap, just like any zombies map really. And now we're gonna start on with the Storm bow again. You see these glowing urns here, or shocking urns, and all you have to do is kill about 5 or 6 zombies near them, collect some souls. So once the zombies' souls stop going into the urn, you know you've collected enough. You're going to go up to the urn and hold your bow, like, you know, pull it all the way back, and then you'll notice an electric spark on your bow. And then all you have to do is just hit those same beacons you did the first time, and you can see the lightning means you hit it. So the second urn is just where we found the zombie shield part, just kind of on the corner of the map outside that beacon. Same thing, fill it up with souls, charge your bow up, and then hit the beacon. And the third and final beacon, or urn, sorry, is down outside the teleporter when you teleport to the launch site. Once again, 5-6 zombies. When the souls stop going in, go up to the urn, charge your bow, and hit the third and final beacon. And if you haven't already, since we're getting to the higher rounds with lots of points, we can finally build Pack-a-Punch and send that last piece. Now we can finish up the upgraded Storm bow here. You'll notice this blue cloud right by the death ray. So I'm not too sure what you do with it. I think you just shoot it with the bow, go up to it and press X, do anything until it floats up to the compass up there at the top. And then I believe you have to shoot the rooster again, the compass, and the arrow will fall. So just go up to it and pick it up. And I do this quickly. I'm going to turn the trap on, and we're going to switch back to the Ragnarok, the gravity spikes, and we're going to get the second piece to the gravity spikes. So if you turn the trap on, after the trap finishes, you'll notice a piece floating in the sky somewhere, And all you have to do right there, all you have to do is use the correct corresponding Wonder Sphere and launch yourself to get that second piece. So after we get our second Ragnarok piece, we're going to finish up with the Stormbow. All you have to do is head back into the temple and place your bow into the corresponding box. Just go up to it and press X. And now we just have to collect souls. So you just have to kill zombies when they're in this lower portion of the staircase here. When you notice no more souls are going into the box, just go up to the box, press X, and you'll place your bow into the box. Wait about 5 to 10 seconds and your upgraded Stormbow is ready to be used. Alright, so we have a little time here, so I'm going to buy Quick Revive. I highly recommend Quick Revive. I go down all the time because of stupid deaths, and it is definitely a game saver. Now in order to finish our last thing we have here, the Ragnarok DG4, the gravity spikes, the last part comes with the Panzer Soldat. And I believe the Panzer Soldat comes every round 12. I believe every time he comes round 12. Maybe round 11, I'm not too sure. But so we're just going to kill some zombies and get to round 12. Once round 12 hits, you'll see the Panzer Soldat pop in. And with the upgraded bow, he's pretty easy to take down. So there we have the final piece for the gravity spikes. Now we can worry on getting a weapon. So I just finished off those zombies down there, and I'm going to get the Haymaker from the mystery box, which is a great gun, great shotgun. I'm just going to head down to the temple, to the Pack-a-Punch. We're going to Pack-a-Punch it, and I don't have enough points to Pack-a-Punch it for the special ability, so we'll come back and do that later. And lastly, we can build the gravity spikes. There's only 2 workbenches, so you use the one for the zombie shield, which means you have to use the other one for the gravity spikes. And now we're pretty much set. Alright, so just some finishing touches here. When just a few seconds ago when we were done at round 12 or 13 there, we only had 3 perks. We had Juggernog, Double Tap, and Quick Revive. I highly recommend those 3 perks. The 4th one is up to you. Lots of people go with Stamina Up. I like Stamina Up. It's a good choice. It's a good time. And then the Pack-a-Punched Haymaker. So we didn't get the Haymaker Pack-a-Punch twice for the Pack-a-Punch ability. Now we do. And the consensus seems to be that Blast Furnace is the way to go. I like Blast Furnace, I like Turned. Pretty much any of those two will do you good. And this is the strategy. As you can see, I'm just training around in this room. I'm being very conservative with my bow ammo, making sure I gather up a lot of enemies before I launch this thing. And I'm also utilizing my gravity spikes. Whenever I get the chance, I am putting those things down, as they will save me tons of ammo, as well as the trap at the front of the house right there. You can see that trap. You should turn it on anytime it's available. And right there you just saw me pick up a zombie shield. If your zombie shield breaks, just go up and pick another one. That thing is really, really helpful. Thanks for the amazing feedback on my other Eisendrache video, especially the Reddit community who kind of welcomed me. I was kind of an outsider there, but they were very nice to my video and very appreciative, so I thank everyone for the huge support on that video, and you can look forward to more types of those videos in the future. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.